what's happening in Australia is unprecedented.
The bushfires remain a serious problem.
Police have confirmed an 8th person has died.
So far this fire season, more than 24 million acres have burned.
The bushfire season is not over yet.
Did we sort of cheat it? That we were survived?
Kobe Bryant has been killed in a helicopter crash. It happened this morning. The chopper reportedly went down just before 10 a.m.
Please welcome Michael Jordan.
We're very close friends. The fire department out there in Calabasas, California. That's northwest of Los Angeles. You can see the
I'll have to look at another crime meme for the next.
In that aircraft, in that helicopter, the LA County Fire Department saying all 5 people perished in the crash. Bryant leaves behind a wife, Vanessa, and 4 daughters. He was, of course, one of the most legendary players in NBA history, starring for 2 decades with the LA Lakers, a 4-time All-Star MVP player, winning 5 championships, making 18 All-Star games.
China is battling a new and rapidly spreading respiratory virus.
So exactly how contagious this virus is, person to person, is still a bit of a mystery.
Beijing has confirmed the number of people who have died from a new type of respiratory virus in China has now passed 40.
Assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Latest official figures on the spread of coronavirus show that 786 have died in hospital.
So just breaking news coming into us within the past few seconds. The Prime Minister has been under the care of doctors in a hospital in London, and he is being now admitted into intensive care with those persistent symptoms of coronavirus.
The death toll in the U.S. surpassed 102,000 today as Florida reported its largest daily spike in cases in more than a month.
Good evening. The coronavirus is the biggest threat this country has faced for decades, and this country is not alone. Close all shops selling non-essential goods, including clothing and electronic stores and other premises. We will beat the coronavirus, and we will beat it together. And therefore, I urge you, at this moment of national emergency, to stay at home, protect our NHS, and save lives. Thank you.
I'm speaking to you at what I know is an increasingly challenging time. I want to thank everyone on the NHS frontline, as well as care workers and those carrying out essential roles, who selflessly continue their day-to-day duties outside the home in support of us all. I also want to thank those of you who are staying at home, thereby helping to protect the vulnerable and sparing many families the pain already felt by those who have lost loved ones.
Stabilizing, but it is stabilizing at an horrific rate.
Weeks ago, few had heard of retired concrete salesman Tom Moore. Then he went for a walk. NHS Charities Walk raised more than £30 million, turning Tom into a national hero. For his 100th birthday, he received more than 170,000 cards, including one from the Queen.
Yes, it's signed Elizabeth. This won't get thrown away.
In Minneapolis tonight, tensions are high as 4 police officers have been fired after a man was pinned to the ground and died.
The man, identified as George Floyd by the lawyer representing his family, was later pronounced dead at the hospital.
New
York City under curfew tonight, starting at 11 p.m., and there have already been protests in the city throughout the day. George Floyd honored in his hometown of Houston today. Protesters there are calling for an end to racism and police violence.
This is America. Don't got you slipping up. Look how I'm living up. Police be tripping up. Yeah, this is America. Guns in my area. I got the strap. And they always say congratulations. This is America. Work so hard for don't got you slipping up. Don't got you slipping up. They ain't never had what I'm looking up. This is America. They always say congratulations. This is America. Work so hard for don't got you slipping up. Don't got you slipping up.
See several officers behind the protesters right now. They have zip ties, they have riot gear.
Don't think for a second that he represents who these cops are from all over the county and around the station. We go out there to help people, not do that nonsense. I want to make this a parade, not a protest.
Massive crowds swarming cities across the country are choosing social justice over social distancing.
I want you to know that you matter. I want you to know that your lives matter, that your dreams matter. And there is a change in mindset that's taking place, a greater recognition that we can do better.
A German prisoner has been identified as a new suspect in the disappearance of Madeleine McCann from a holiday resort in Portugal 13 years ago.
This is the Volkswagen camper van that was used by the new suspect in the Madeleine McCann investigation. With its distinctive colours, police hope it will trigger someone's memory and lead to new evidence about their as yet unnamed suspect. The suspect also used this Jaguar car at the time. He registered the car into someone else's name the day after Madeleine McCann disappeared. Metropolitan Police are asking for anyone who can help with information about the mobile number he took the call on that night, the VW camper van that he was using that summer, and the old Jaguar XJR6 that he registered out of his name the day after Madeleine McCann disappeared.
We are looking at history about to be made here at the Kennedy Space Center.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA, go SpaceX, Godspeed, Bottom Dog.
Real genius. Nobody does it like us. So it's great to have this whole program back, and it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. We have many more things to come.